Hi folks, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I'm Steve. It's Tuesday, the 11th of February, and it's a beautiful clear skied day. Did I just say lovely skied day? The skied a word. And a lovely 20 degrees C. Sorry, I'm not trying to make you feel jealous if you're not living in this lovely weather. So today we're going on a bit of an adventure, something I haven't done in a good while, and I'm a little bit nervous about this one. I'm heading to a place called Guadalest. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, as I always do. Guadalest, for a 10-mile mountainous hike. And as some of you will be aware, it's been a long time since I've done a hike. The last one I did was I climbed the Mourne Mountains, which was at least a year ago in Northern Ireland. I'll put a link in the description below if anyone wants to watch that. So I haven't done any sort of, not that I ever did any real serious hiking or walking, but I was getting fitter and fitter and climbing and going further places, and then it all stopped when I went home. So I'm really, genuinely not sure how I'm going to cope. In my last video in Altea, I was out of breath walking through the town because it was a bit hilly. And I'm actually almost there. I've driven from home past Altea, and now I'm heading up the mountains, and you just wouldn't believe how beautiful this is. It is stunning, absolutely. I've been in this area once before, but oh, it's so beautiful. And this location we're going to, Guadalest is supposed to be one of the most beautiful spots in the Alicante region, and that's saying a lot because there's some really beautiful places around this area. And I mean, there are epic mountains here, but where we're going is supposed to be incredible, and really stunning views, and a really picturesque village perched on rocks. So I'm really looking forward to this, as well as being a bit nervous. I'm really looking forward to this. Now, I've driven a good part of the way already, over an hour. I've been driving for an hour and 10 minutes, and I've got about an hour 30 minutes to go. I've driven past Benidorm and Altea, and I'm now heading uphill. But I had a stop off to do an Elshite. I had to go to, is it Brico? I had to go to Brico. I'm looking for tiles for my rental apartment. So I'll let you have a wee quick joke at that now, but this shouldn't be very long, just about a minute. And then while I was there, I got very lucky to do with my camera. All right, so see you in a minute.
Flashback.
Right, Ted. Stop looking at other things, Stephen. You don't need anything else. Got something else. I did need it. Some wee brass for my toilet. Right, Ted, where are you? Oh, here we go. Now, cheap but very nice tiles would be nice. These are for a splashback in my kitchen of my rental property. Unless I'm missing something, Brico doesn't seem to have a big selection of tiles. It's only 2 rows. I'm gonna go for these. Those. Great. Cement. Right, this has to do with my new budget mindset. I'm only doing 1 row of these, and that means buying grout and buying adhesive. And I've just had the thought, which could be a mad thought, someone could be screaming at the screen now, but could you attach the tiles to the wall with grout, and then I don't have to buy both? It's only 1 row, and then if one fell off, I'll just go and get proper stuff. I think you could. I'm going to take a risk. We'll see. Pretty darn cheap. I may have just got lucky. I always just get lucky, usually. So I recently bought a pack, can't remember how many it was, I think it was 24 SD cards, Livono, which are a popular brand, but I bought them from Temu, and today I put my first one that I've used in this wee camera, and I just went in to do buying the tiles, and within about a minute of putting it in, it said something like low quality SD card may stop recording. Temu, right? So yeah, I knew I shouldn't have bought something like that in Temu. It's alright buying t-shirts and stuff. But the other way to look at it is, and how things go for me a lot nowadays, if I hadn't went in there to Brickle, I would have found myself in the middle of nowhere, because we're going to the middle of nowhere with an SD card that I don't know if it's going to last. I don't even know if this bit is going to record. So I'm in an industrial estate, electronics place across the road, going by an SD card. Oh. Scan disc, 64 gigabyte, €9.99. I'll have. Gracias.
A flashback.
How lucky was that? I mean, think about it. If I had got the whole way up into these mountains and this didn't record, oh my god, that would be awful. Alright, let's get on with it. And on the hike, there's a few other things I'm going to talk about and hopefully have a wee bit of a laugh too. Alright? So, see you there. Onward and upward. Sort of half expecting a Formula 1 car to come flying around here. Fantastic! Don't fancy doing this in a bike. I haven't even got to where we're going, and I want to just get out and walk around. It's so stunning. I think we're pretty close. Although this is still high up, it would be down, I think it's down in like a crevice. Is a crevice the right word? Valley? Yeah, valley. A glen? Shut up, Steve. We're here. This place is stunning, absolutely stunning. Right, I'm so lucky. Now, any of you who watched me drive to Spain initially in my car will remember that my passenger side electric window stopped working, and it stopped working when it was down, and I drove the whole way down and it was a nightmare. And then it started to work the day after I got the Tarvecchia, but yesterday it stopped working again. So I haven't had time to get it sorted out, but everywhere I've went, I've managed to find a wall that I can park up against. I mean, I found this is a car park. This is a proper car park in the middle of the town, and it just happens to have long parking spaces, which is great. Right, boots. Oh, one boot, two boots. And just like magic, ta-da! Right, have I got everything else? Let me see. Water, yes. Sleeping bag, yes. Tent, yes. Emergency flare, just in case, yes. My e-bike, yep. All good to go. It's not a big walk. Here we go. I'm back to getting excited again every time I go on one of these trips. A lot of people here, and it's, by the way, I've done a lot of faffing around today. It's 4:45, so this is about a 2-hour walk, so by the time I get back it'll be getting dark and nippy. Is nippy a common word everywhere? Nippy means getting cold. Don't know what I'm expecting here. I'm certainly expecting to see a wonderful view. There's a maid way in the distance. I haven't seen any signs for a trek yet. Can I go up there? I was going to do the town at the end, but it looks like I'm doing it now. I'm already out of breath. I'm not usually good with heights, but I've got a big wall in front of me. Oh, I wish you could see the airplane. Isn't that incredible? Fantastic. Came so close to the ground there. I wish there was a yellow brick road I could follow. There's the plane back. Just done a big loop. That'd be a nice job, wouldn't it? Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. How lucky am I to be able to just do stuff like this when I feel like it?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, slight change of plan. Just a slight change of plan. So, after walking around the lovely village, I realised that I really have lost track of time. It's funny, my life now, my new life, this easygoing life, I lose track of time all the time. It's like, I lose track of time all the time. I'm just getting too laid back. And I not only lose track of the time, I quite often lose track of the day. I certainly lose track of the date. And on occasion, I have to think twice about what month it is. Isn't that good? So what I've done, I get into the car and I was able to drive down a good part of the way, and yeah, it's not going to be as hilly a walk as I thought it was going to be, but it's stunning, as you're about to see. What about that? It's 10 to 6, so I have the light for about another hour, and I don't know how much that drive down cuts off the journey, but I assume a good bit. Nobody here, all on my own. All you guys sitting in the house watching TV, you should be out coming and finding places like this. Now, I've also just realised that I'm on the wrong side of the lake for the sun. So that'll be the end of the sun, maybe. We'll see. You know, this is what retiring early, travelling and living in Spain's all about for me. Having the freedom to just decide what I'll do today. I'll go and do a walk, go and do a hill climb. Turns out I'm going to do a lake climb, a lake walk. And you know, I've been saying this a lot in my recent videos, but yeah, I'm living on a budget. People worry, well, you know, there's so many things that you have to pay for. I pay for very little. This doesn't cost any money. That's wonderful. And never mind money, these sort of experiences, these make me feel truly rich. Hope that made sense. Quite steep. Wouldn't want to go off. Oh gee whiz, no. We're still a fair bit up. I didn't realise I was so far above the water. That's like 200 metres at least. Whenever I was setting off today, I couldn't decide what to wear. It is quite difficult this time of the year because if you're in the sun on a day like this, it's really lovely and warm, but when you go into the shade it cools down. And although I didn't realise I was going to be here doing this so late on, I knew it would be late afternoon at least, and I decided, well, I'm going to wear my shorts but I'll wear long sleeves. And then when I looked at this, it's all wrinkled. I've got used to wrinkled clothes. In the first half of my working life, I had to wear a suit to work. Second half, driving instructor, always had to be tie-dye. Bought a motorhome, threw my iron away. So everything's wrinkled. But recently I've been to a few things where I should really have had what I was wearing ironed. So I went out and bought an iron. And I don't know if you can see how wrinkled this is, but it's very, very wrinkled. And the reason for this, I haven't used the iron. And I have a very good reason for not using it, because it's one thing buying an iron, but when you hate ironing, it's no good. It might be sitting there in the box for the next 10 years. People, it's sunset in about an hour. I wonder will I get a good sunset here? And saying that, yeah, not going to be able to see it set unless I get into some sort of clearing. I would never have dreamt 5 years ago that I'd enjoy walks. I never walked. I was a lazy sod. Do you know, in Northern Ireland, I was so bad when it came, lazy, not bad, lazy when it came to walking. As you know, Northern Ireland's a beautiful place, and the Antrim coast is just spectacular. I've done loads of videos. My very first videos were all on the Antrim coast, and it's just spectacular. But one of the most spectacular places is the Giant's Causeway. And from I was able to drive, car fanatic, driving fanatic, I was up the Antrim coast with friends and girlfriends all the time, you know, up for wee drives and Portrush and down the coast. And there were two places, Giant's Causeway and Carrick-Aree Rope Bridge. I went to both of them and then discovered you had to do a big long hill walk to get down to them, and didn't go. Lazy sod. And it wasn't until lockdown, when I took this notion to start making videos and going to walks, that I went and did those things. And now, oh my God, you could say I've been losing out on it, but maybe I wouldn't be enjoying this just as much now at this stage of my life if I've been doing it all my life. So you should never look back and regret. Around all these corners I keep seeing sun, and maybe it'll straighten out. Maybe it will, hope it does. The path's getting a wee bit more hikerish now. Look. You learn by experience, don't you? So, although I'm loving it, I would like to have been in the sun. And when I was looking for alternatives to treks around here, there were quite a few, and a lot of them would have been in that side. So if you ever come here in late evening, go to the I don't know, it's not south, east or west, go to the opposite side of the town. Go and look at the town and then take your car. There's a whole load of kayaks and boats, no people. Doubt you'll be able to see that through the wee camera.
Later.
I forgot to talk to you there for a good 15-20 minutes because I started to think about Asia and all the things I'm going to do. So the Asia trip's coming up in 4 weeks now. Can't wait. Just there that no matter how much I try to keep my pace on, I now walk slower than I used to. I'm sort of walking now in slow motion, especially around towns. You know, shops and things like that. I've developed a chilled out stroll or dander, and like it's a bit of a funny walk, I think, and I don't get to see myself so often, so I don't know. It's a bit like that comedian, what do you call him? I forget his name. The one that says, you can out or you can out. I'm sort of walking a bit like him, you know. Oh, crazy, going a bit crazy too, I think. Sun's well down now. Keep thinking every corner around down here it's gonna light up for me so we can get a good sunset, but I don't think it is. And I keep having all these realizations in my life now. since things have changed. I don't think about all the negativity from home and problems. Like, not everything's not always perfect, but pretty damn good. And doing things like this, coming to beautiful places, I don't know how to word this, they increase your contentment. You don't just walk, you think about it and you think how lucky you are. If you go to beautiful places, that must feed your soul. Right, I'm a good bit down now. I've walked a fair distance and just thought of something. I'm really interested to see that along this water, how good of a sunset it'll be. It's a perfectly clear evening. So I've went around corner after corner after corner. I don't think I'm going to get to where I can see the sun. And I have a car. So do you know what I'm going to do? I've walked a good bit. I should have one of those county things. I'd say I've walked 4 or 5 kilometres. But I'm going to walk back, get the car and drive around till the sun appears and then watch the sun go down. Is that an idea? Do you hear that silence? Nothing but a bird. That's what I'm going to do. Ta-da! Right. See you in about a second. Back. By the way, it was a wee bit more than 1 second and it was all uphill. I never realised initially how steep the downslope was that I was on. My legs are jelly, absolutely jelly. I'm lucky I didn't do a bigger climb today. Look at the funny the way things work out, because I don't think I could have. So this is going to ease me into it a bit more gentle than I was expecting, which is brilliant, but maybe a problem. Although I can't see the sun, I can see redness in the sky. It must be nearly at sunset. So we're going to have to charge and I'm going to stop talking, okay?
When we wake,
I've definitely got this notion now. I think it's going to be a great sunset and I don't want to miss it. This is onward and upward. What way? That way? That way. But it doesn't matter. Go that way. My logic is about the higher I get up, the more likely I'm going to be able to see the sun. So this is uphill.
we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
People live there. People live there. Wonderful. Not beautiful.
Things are finally right.
Oh, don't want to miss the sunset.
The future is bright.
No sunset. See the red sky over here, but never got the sunset. And I'm headed away back down. I'm about an hour and 30 minutes from home. And I can see Benidorm in the distance. And I can see red sky to the right, but not once in the last 20-25 minutes have I managed to see where the sun should be. The mountains, they put them in the wrong place. Anyway, now I'm starving. Time to go and get food. Time for a KFC, I think. Can't wait to get the whole way home. Alright, so hope you enjoyed that wee trip. I had a thoroughly good day. Alright, so I'm going to leave it off there. If you enjoyed it, as usual, please give it a thumbs up. Please give it a thumbs up. I'd love you to subscribe, but I'd love to hear your comments. Alright, but until next time, bye for now. By the way, my window's still stuck down. It's after 7 PM and my legs